I thought I had it figured out, believed in us, we were meant to be, no doubt. A teenage love, everybody else could see the way we were, living in a fantasy. But when I kiss her, I don't know where we're going. I don't know at all. I don't know how we're growing. I'll be moving on.
Hello, everybody. Immediately showed my face and realized I was hunching over. And I was like, today everyone's gonna shout at me again. You know, the rest of this week in the UK, it was like kind of like cooling down, and today it's just hot again. Why is it when I stream it's hot? Hectic. Hello, how are you doing? Good job on your first. You did technically wait 30 minutes. Ubuntu server installed. Good job, good job. 3D Addict is lurking. I see he is streaming at the moment. Now it's time to see if it will actually let me boot from the RAID array. Since it's on one drive in the array, but technically it's a RAID array, how does that work? Are you mirroring? Because then technically it's a RAID, but all the RAID controller does is it just writes from one to the other, or just duplicates everything. It's going through a RAID controller. Did you set it up without the RAID controller, and now you've plugged in the RAID controller? You have to set up some sort of RAID, otherwise you can't initialize it. Fair. Okay. What is my computer temperature? My goodness, it is hot. It's like... it's chilling. It makes no sense. Anyway. Where's Unreal Engine? There's that. What do I have open? What was I working on? I need to check something. Give me a second. Whoops. Let's just hide all of that. And wait, I need that button back. Cool, I can save that. We'll just check that everything else is fine. That one's fine, that one's fine. So you have to set it up with a virtual drive, otherwise you can't use it. What I might do is get like 8 by SAS NVMe drives, RAID 0 them all together and use that as a boot drive and see how fast it's going to be. I feel like that's just going to be limited by your either your RAID controller speed or your CPU speed. Like I feel like it just won't be able to fetch at that speed. I don't know. I'm probably wrong. But like 8 by RAID 0 is just insane. Yeah, to be fair. It'll be a cool experiment though, so. It's a 24 gigabit per second RAID controller, so I don't think it'd be able to go faster than that. No, so you probably max out, and depending on what generation of SSD you go for. Eight SATA? Yeah, 8 SATA would be good. Because I mean, remember that SATA's theoretical max is 6, but it never gets that. So 6 by 8 is like 24, right? Yeah. Is it 24? No, it isn't. No, 6 by 8's 48. But then the untheoretical amount is closer to 24. Still, I feel like it's still higher than that. I don't know. Apparently today is not the day for me to do math. What is this and how does it work? I love looking at code that I've written and having absolutely no idea how it works. So I did some planning this weekend, last weekend, this week. The part of the pre-event to the weekend is what I'm trying to say. That's the wrong way around. That needs to go there, and that needs to go there. There we go. Let's go away from that. This is the data that I need. This one. Because what I did was... yeah, I created this whole endgame loop, which is surprisingly more complicated than I think it should be. But, you know, it is what it is. This structure I'm very happy with at the moment. I want to add another one, whoops, and expand it out, but that one I'm quite good about with. This is pretty good. This one needs some work. Oh, this is how it currently works. I might buy 2 by 25 gig network cards, throw one on my PC, one on the server, and then direct them, or buy a 25 gig shitty switch and just use that. You could do that. I mean, I'd be more game for the switch, just because then you're not limited by the direction, just the 2 PCs. But that's if you're wanting other things to be able to use it on your network. So, like, to give you an idea, for the server that I need to actually purchase all the different parts for, the server, not server as I'm going to call it, because it's more just a glorified gaming PC. It's my video lagging. Let me see. Hello? No. Okay, it looks fine. Never mind. For my server, not server, I'm wanting to do probably 10 gig for everything as sort of a start, inception. Red Canero, hello. Yeah, I freaked out because I looked at the bottom little preview window and it looked like my mouth was delayed. I was still convinced it's delayed on that screen, and it's annoying, and I don't know why. But as long as no one's complaining, then it's fine, right? Right? Is that screen just running at like some weird hertz rate or something? Right, 60. It's 4K 60, so it should be fine. What's my main screen running at? 4K 144. So everything is working. Okay, I have no idea. Who knows? Windows is doing things. Hello. How are you doing today? Are you well? What have you been up to? I am trying to... I came up with a good concept, or what I thought was a pretty good concept for how I'm going to be handling my map stuff, and I need to try and implement that. It's not complicated, but looking at the code today, I can realize that I'm tired. So it's not complicated, but it's going to be a slugfest. So what's the easiest way of doing this? I'm well, thanks. Went out last night on a date, and it was great. Just gaming and relaxing today. Nice! That's really exciting. I'm glad to hear that went well. What are you gaming today? What is your game of choice to relax? I got my lips pierced on Monday, and they hurt. Yeah, that sounds like it would. It would. How long is it supposed to take until it stops hurting? Mexic. Blueprints. I've heard about that. Ah, yes. I saw someone streaming this recently.
Day 64.
Look how many ads there are in this 37-minute video. What the hell? Anyway. 2 weeks. Okay, so you're about almost halfway through. It's best if you don't look up anything and just play the game. Fair. By the time I get around to playing it, I'll probably would have forgotten everything, which is maybe a good thing. I take a while to actually get around to playing games, which is not the worst thing in the sense that I don't have to pay full price. So for example, what I do with the Assassin's Creed games, I used to purchase them on release. But now what I do is I purchase the latest Assassin's Creed as soon, basically when the new one comes out, because then it drops the price to like £20. And I'm like, yeah, that seems fine. I usually get it from like Amazon because like they'll have so much stock left over that they're just trying to sell. So you just get it for like really good prices. Weirdly though, on an Amazon related topic, I bought something from, it was from Amazon, but it was listed as previously opened or damaged. So it was from their warehouse part. And I get the thing, I open it and I check everything and it's the completely wrong thing in the box. Like it was basically two stands. One was supposed to come with a whole bunch of other things. One was supposed to come with some other stuff. And I feel like what happened is someone bought both, swapped them, and then returned the other one in the other box. So when I got it and I opened it, I was like, what is this? I was mad. And then it turns out that the post office near me is closed. So I now need to go and find a new post office. Otherwise I won't get my return back. Right, so other than, where are we? Let's ask this question. Non-nanite marking job queue overflow. Sure. Thank you for that, Unreal. Main menu. Start. So you've got load game, fine. Well then, apparently one of the DIMMs is saying there are so many correctable errors on it. That's why it's broken. Now the BIOS reports 192 gigs of RAM. Nice! What do you mean by correctable? Is it because it's ECCM memory, so it can just like fix itself or something? Or fix the errors? New, load. Nice. So if I click new, that works. Fantastic. But it has to report it to the processor. Fair. Okay. I go here and I go to Unreal Engine. What am I looking for? I am looking for, what is this game called? Tower Defense. Tower Defense. Tower. T for tower. Apparently the T button wasn't working. Source, not sourced. Saved. Save games. There's all my save game files. Fantastic. Hello, how are you doing? Or hell, should I say. I can mirror the RAM, half the capacity. Fair. So that all works. That loads all of that. Fair. Who needs that much safety with ECCM? Wait, did I turn off? No, I didn't. Okay, so load game now works. Select level. We need to sort that out. Okay, so that's why I needed this other thing. I think what we do is we start off by what game? The game name hasn't come out yet. It's still in development, but it will be a tower defense game. So I can go. I just click new game, start, load. Nope. I should probably connect that. So it will be. Oh, my hand's on the wrong keys. That would be right. So it will be a tower defense game. Eventually. So you can put like different towers down. Let's go over here. So you got your... Well, let's actually delete that. Electric and a missile tower. I should really get the other models in. I need to add some particle effects to this one. What else works? Well, we've got the upgrade menu. Gun turret doesn't work. That is suspicious. There we go. That one works. We got upgrades over here. Actually, doesn't look bad. So what are we gonna do? We want to get this menu to load the data asset, which is going to be this one. Map name, fair. So TD selected level data. So can I? Where are you? Where are you? This one. Graph. Aha! Look, I actually set up stuff for myself. Disable this button when we haven't selected a level. So let's read that. Now, do I want a hard reference to this? We have to have a hard reference to it. Data table. Object reference. Level data. TD select level 2. File save. Get for each. I hate damn data tables. It's like get row, isn't it? I need to send a message quickly.
My heart rages around like an ocean in my head, because there are so many things that I left unsaid.
Where do you live? I live in the United Kingdom. That we don't need. What is the easiest way of doing that? So we keep track of the selected index. I love server so much. What happened? They tell me exactly what's wrong with each stick. It's great. So what's actually wrong with it? failed to initialize. I can't be asked to fanning around with it. Fair enough. So get... I hate data tables so much. Get data table row struct, get data table row name. Get index, get at. We can get a reference, doesn't actually make a difference in this case. Actually, the get, funny enough, the get is actually just returning a reference, so it's a shared pointer, so it doesn't matter. It's not a true copy operation. That is fine. We want to get this one. Let's do that. Exec, when you... This is more of an architectural question. I want to load a new level, right? Now, I know how to do it. You just call load level. That's fine. But from an architectural standpoint, is it better to actually do it through like a delegate in case you want to add something else somewhere, some other functionality? Because I'm thinking like, okay, let's say I want to load this new level. Is it best to just do that from this blueprint, or do I actually make a delegate where I say, hey, I want to load this one? So if there's like some other shit that I want to implement, like throw on a load screen, or I have no idea what else I'd want to do. Basically, do other stuff. Might be, I'm wondering if I should do it that way instead of just bam, you're into the level. We'll make a note. There's a way to hook the load method, but actually what I like to do is create a function library which contains a load level that calls a delegate. And that's because I like to over-engineer things. Like, fair, but I think the over-engineering this might be a good idea, because worst case, I'm calling 2 additional functions. Best case, I'm creating a more robust system. So what I could do is just put a note there. So we just do it the, do it the raw dog way, as I like to call it, where we just load the new level based off the name or the file, whatever it's called. You can also set a transition map that you load instantly whilst it's loading another level. Did you know? So one, I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know how that worked. But did you know that when Unreal Engine starts, it loads up a dummy map before it loads your actual map? Like when the entire engine initializes, there's literally a piece of code in the source code that goes load a dummy map, because basically we need references. That's the funniest shit ever. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. So we're going to do the raw dog way. Consider moving this into a function that we call. This way we have more control, and can notify different parts we are changing the map. There's also just in case the map you specify is broken, But the transition map is loaded as a start at startup. Is always in memory, so it doesn't need to be loaded, and instantly switches you over to that map while another map is being loaded. It's pretty useful. Oh, I didn't actually know that transition maps are actually always in memory. I suppose as long as there's not a lot in it, because it's, you know, initially it's empty, but if it's not a heavy map, then it's pretty good. I'm going to add this as a task because I actually really want to do this. The more I think about it, the more use cases I can think of for it. You just use it for when you load the map and throw up a widget. Yeah. Well, that's what you'd use as the, you know, I'm loading a map. But what I would do is I'd load the map. After the map finishes, I would have like a fake load bar. Look at Lyra, there's a plugin called Common Loading Screen. I need to still do that. So we get the name, and then we need to get, no, that's a gate, that's not a get row or something. Get data table rows, we want that row, we want that. Q. Wait, actually, Sada. What? Split. It's not a spline actor. I have to specify the one. Ah, goddamn. Is undetermined. Why do you not determine it for me is what I want to know. So now I need to go here, then I need to go here, then I need to go, I don't know why you took me there, but okay. You are TD map struct, so I need to now go back to you. Oh yeah. Rake TD map struct, because for whatever reason. Then call load. No, what do you load a map? Load map. Interesting. I didn't realize I'd set this up in a way. Wait. There's a delegate for when you change level. I believe levels already have delegates on level shown, on level hidden. Oh, I mean, that would make sense. There's actually like a shit ton of engine-based delegates that I think, like myself, I didn't know about. There's probably more if you open up a BP or something and use them. Delegate. Who would they be stored under? I saw the list the other day of some of them. Engine, cameras, landscape, level instance system. Get. Or what is it called? Oh, that's a get loaded level instance, unloaded. Oh, here you go. Here's the interface message. Unload. bind to event. Bind. Oh, you mean... Wait, hold on. What was that I just read? Make movie scene. Okay. Bind to animation event. Open level by object reference. That's what I want. And we want that. And we want that. Can I pass that in there? No, okay, so you are actually correct. This class makes me so mad, or this struct makes me so mad, that the only clean way of getting the map file is by defining it in C++. Otherwise, you just can't get access to it. Like, why? So there we go. There's the, I don't know, the way of selecting a level. Actually, this should technically work. So if I go main menu, I click start, I go select level. So this is index 1. If I click play, it works. It looked like shit because it actually had to load the level, but that worked. You can, the current world. So we have now determined that I do in fact need a sort of a load menu thing. A bit of a load, a transition level, that's the word. We need a transition level, but that looked pretty freaking cool. I am super happy with that. Greetings, hello, how are you doing? You caught me at a good time. Things worked the first time I tried them, and I'm super happy. I spelled have wrong. I mean, I spelled a lot of things wrong, but have is very wrong. We need to use transition level. Since there is a noticeable I was just thinking, you know, where is Tenebron? What is Tenebron doing? Does Tenebron know that thing? Oh, that allows me to check something. Hold on, let me just first do this. Thank you very much for the hydrate, the stretch, and the posture check. My back actually hurts a lot today, so the posture checks really help. Okay, so I made something, and I can't remember if I finished implementing it, because I did it at stupid o'clock. I go to variables, right? Go like this, let's have a look. So, persistent variables, global, Twitch, username. It works! I started tracking how many times you use it, so that I can see when you get to just silly amounts. I like data way too much. I'm just gonna say that. I'm not addicted. I can stop using data at any point. I just won't. I'm so stoked. That works so well. Don't judge me. Don't you dare judge me. I mean, I keep track of how many times people have used fart on my stream, how many times people have used screenshots. It's just, what the hell? I'm not addicted to servers. I think I've settled on the case that I want to use for the server not server. There's two options. But yeah, I'm super looking forward to it. I now decided where I want it to go. I just hope it fits there because it looks super nice. Because from where I'm sitting right now, I'll be able to look over onto my right and just see it sitting there. And I've already started making a list of like all the automated tasks I want it to do for me. So, and you're going to put 512 terabytes of storage in there, aren't you? No. Although I'd love to. You do realize that it's highly likely in our lifetime that we will have a petabyte of home storage. Okay, let me rephrase it. It's highly likely, actually, right, we both would. He said yes, right? Technically not now, but I would like to. Honestly, if I had the cash, I would like to start with a 100 terabytes. That's unlikely. I'm probably going to settle on about 50 terabytes for my first NAS. What are you linking me? Oh, this website. Don't link me this website. This is bad. Usable or total? I want 50 terabytes usable because reasons. I don't need 50 terabytes. Right now, I know that if I were to put a NAS drive in today, I'd fill about 10 to 12 terabytes, like day one, that would be used. So I immediately go, okay, what is my usage? I've already knocked off that amount. So how much do I predict I'll need? I think the problem with having that much storage is you just immediately start going completely over the top. I'm waiting for the day a house will become a media server pre-installed. I would buy a house if the media server was pre-installed. Like, that sounds like a fantastic thing. Although I'd have to, you see, it becomes complicated because on the one hand, I'd love that. But on the other hand, I would also like to do it myself. You can get like 28 terabytes drive on there for like 200. Are they second hand? There's no ways they're that cheap. Oh my god, I finally got Ubuntu to boot. Nice. $20 to 30 terabytes. Oh, they're all refurbished. Both new, refurbished, and certified. The RAID controller kept getting annoyed and booting into its own config BIOS. There you go. There's 30 terabytes, 28 terabytes for £300. I love looking at this price per terabyte, £10. It's slowly coming down. Where was the sheet that I made? How much was it? Oh, drive. Okay, so for new drives, it's about £20, slightly more than it. Okay, the lowest is £20. Actually, let's call it the average is £20 per terabyte for new drives. I need to update this. We've got up to like 38 terabyte, 34 or 36 terabyte drives now. That's what wall sockets are for. It just comes wide into the house. Pretty sure first world countries have such homes from the last 10 years that have like IoT in them. It would depend on like the manufacturer. For me, if I were to build a house from scratch, one of the first things I'd do is I'd have power into every room and I'd have Ethernet into every single room. Like, that would be standard. And you're thinking, why do you want Ethernet in your bedroom? I don't know yet, but I'm sure I'll find a use for it. Like, if I were to design a house, I would do it in such a way that I can get these. Hi, where are you originally from? Originally, I am from South Africa. I currently live in the UK. The weather feels like it's cooling down now, and it makes me super happy. Wi-Fi. Is this it? No, that's not what I want. Not this one. I want these. Where you just basically attach the Wi-Fi thing to a wall and you're done. There you go. What about you, Scunny Johnson? I love Cape Town and Port Elizabeth. So I used to live in Johannesburg. I went to Cape Town a lot. I've been to Port Elizabeth, I think 3 times. It was very nice. It was a lot calmer than Johannesburg. Johannesburg is very much go, 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 go. Which is why people in Joburg get annoyed with people in Cape Town, because they're a different breed, should we say. Like, Cape Town's a lot more laid back, but in Johannesburg, they're like, we need everything done, and we need it done right now. It's like London. You want everything done yesterday. So, in theory, what we need to... Okay, let's build it up here. So, actually, I'm going to build you. Let's take you to... In theory, we don't need this, but I need this because I want to be able to test you out. But where are you from, Sunny? So we want this. Get row names for each. That. Let's just go to the side here. Cool. So we clear everything. We get the data tables names. Then we have to use this silly system because data tables, I feel like they're the most, they just don't make sense to me. Because why could we not do this directly from there? Let's take column names. Mixed. Mom is Telugu from India. Dad's side, Bible Belt region in the States, but working on the railroad companies in Singapore, with them migrating to Port Blair when they become part of India. Nice. And now I'm living in Frankfurt, Germany for my MBA. Nice. So you are, I'm guessing you've traveled a bit. You've been to a few different places and stuff. How are you enjoying Germany? I've heard like good things about it, but then like Frankfurt seems like a great place to be. It's one of the places I want to go visit in Germany. Trying to learn some coding. How's that going? What coding languages are you learning? Also, what year of your MBA are you in? Okay, so we clear everything that's in the stack box, which is pretty simple. So this is our stack box. We say clear everything in there. Then we go take the data table, which is this one over here. There. Fetch all the row names. Then once we've got all the row names, we iterate through the row names. And then we, with the same struct, get that row. And then we want to take... We want to break TD map struct, which is our C++ class. So TD map struct. So we break that. Then once we have all of that, we can now determine how we want to structure this. So MBA, International Sales and Inventory, is my major. Nice. Tech Management and Sovereignty will be my thesis. That's pretty cool. That's really useful to have. So are you learning the coding side just to be more familiar with coding, or is there a specific thing you are wanting to get out of it? Is there rain coming? And if so, when? Amazon has started doing this new thing where the drivers send me a message that they're on their way and that I need to have the lights on and secure all animals. And I'm like, bro, I live in an apartment. Like, what do you want me to do? My cat on a leash? You're not coming into my apartment. You're just going to dump it at the downstairs door and leave. Like, bruh. If I have a task running on my server that uses 100% of a core, yeah, it's using 2% of the total CPU use. God damn. What the hell? Hexic, what? I love that, like, the way that started. You built up that sentence and you're like, you know, I've got this situation, and it sounds bad because a full core at 100% utilization, that's, you know, doing a decent amount of work. It's like, oh yeah, it's just 2% of the whole CPU. No problem. I have a CS bachelor's degree from 2012. Oh, wow, okay. But then I worked for a corporation in shared services and plant ops, so never really worked to build tech skills. But now I think they're super useful to learn and build AI stuff. Yes, I do agree. I think a lot of industries, or a lot of people in jobs, having some understanding of like basic coding could be very beneficial. There's a lot of tasks that I've been done that weren't tech orientated, but having a tech background helped because I could program and solve stuff in that particular way. I can max out 24 threads in the server and be at like 50% usage. That's not bad at all. What is your CPU boost at? Like, how many, so wait, how many threads do you have? And I guess those threads are obviously different from these threads. 48 threads. So you have 48 threads. How many do I have? Virtualization. 24 cores. So I've got 16 cores. Logic processors is 32. You 3.9 max boost. I think I go up to almost 5.7, 5.8. You have 32 threads. Right. So you can do more parallel work, but I can do faster single core work, which makes sense. Hence the interest kicked again to practice some languages like Python, SQL, Go, and Bash. Nice. All it is a server. Fair enough. What are we doing here? So here we get all the children. We do that. Oh, we actually need to create the children now. So I can't figure out how to get DPC to give it an IP to make it static on my router. That's surprising that your router, that you're struggling to do that. Germany is grey and dull, not much fun. People sleep at 7 PM. What the hell? How early do they wake up? And in cities, people hang out, that's all. If you not speak German, you don't have a life here. They're strong-headed with the language here. Right, fair enough. How good is your German then? So what do I need to do? If I go back to the designer, what is this? You are widget BP level select card. Create widget. Would WBP select hard? There we go. There, so there's that. Index is equal to this. Row found is equal to that. Hi, Cider. How's it going? It's going pretty well. How are you doing? I can handle some basic German to get by at a store, counters, and supermarket, but nowhere near fluency. I've heard it's quite a hard language. How are you doing today, Riley? I didn't realize, Riley, that you were a mod in... Who did I see? Whose stream did I see you in yesterday? Was it Mezu's stream? Maybe. I see you all over the place now, Riley, so it's very difficult to know where I last saw you. Mostly because I also don't actually say very much in a lot of the streams, and I just watch the people. Well, not the people, but... I suppose technically I watch the people. I'm right, sir. Glad to hear it. We need changes class to also accept whether it is... You could just construct the whole thing, can't you? Mezu just made me a mod, I'm not sure why. Because you're part of the police squad. I am in a lot of places. Nice. That's pretty cool. It means you're trusted by people in the community to be, you know, at the level of mod, which is a good thing, right? How exactly was I planning on? Oh, it's because I wasn't planning on. That's why. I have to attend language school and improve German speaking fluency. That sounds like a pain. Like, it makes sense that you need to improve it in the language, the country you are. Are you... Okay, here's the other question, though. Are you planning on staying there long term, or is it just for a while you're there? Do you know where you want to move to when you're done? I'm doing all kind of trade jobs to improve German real time. You don't have long-term plans. Okay, fair. I can understand why they do, and I do think it's important to be able to speak the language. At least they're sort of helping you get there. But I also understand the frustration in learning a language. I found my issue at school was, because I was forced to learn a language, I didn't do very well at learning the languages because I just didn't want to do it. Now, as an adult, I'm trying to learn a language, and my god, it's so hard. Let's open U, which is U, and then... Do we call set on all of these, or how am I actually... what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, there's set map image. So you've got set map image. Set is unlocked. And set is level complete. And set multi-line. Okay, so we apparently do all of that. Although all of that could technically... Oh, I could finally delete that thing. Okay, we'll just do it, you know, do it the simple way. As long as I don't have to cast. If I have to cast, it's going in the constructor. So set multi-lane. Okay, that's done. We'll put you over there. What other sets do I have? It's Marius! Hello, Marius. How are you doing? Thank you for the 18 months. It's a double baby. A double baby. How are you doing? How was your holidays? Your travels? You sent me awesome pictures. Now I want to attend. I want to come with. I know. I can't believe it's him. The legend has returned. I understand the notion that we must speak German when we're in Germany, but it's tons and tons of Germans live around the world. Probably none of them speak any foreign language, and the English is not good at all. Yeah, that's fair. I get that. Vacation was good. I'm glad to hear it. What are your plans now? What else have you been up to? Have you just been like on vacation? Because as far as I can tell, you've just been on vacation for like a month. Living the dream. Your vacation has made me want to go on vacation. Specifically to Norway. Name. Set name? Do we have a set name? No, we don't. It was 3-ish weeks, but I didn't go loads of places. I mean, the places you did go looked really good. So what was the temperature like? Was it actually like quite warm or not too warm? I suppose by warm, I mean like above 21 degrees. They still have the Holy Roman Empire bragging rights in their blood. That they are the rulers and alphas of the world and everything else followed and used was invented. That's an interesting approach. Okay. Wait. This map file. Not the map file, this one. This one. I'm gonna have to load it. I mean, that makes sense, but it makes me mad. Set map image. Can I just do that? Oh, apparently you can. Also, that's a map file. That should be illegal. Sunny, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Have you thought about making a game, Sunny? Does this actually work? You love games, but have you thought of how you're going to make a game? Texture 2D soft object. And this resolves a soft object, gets the class or object it's pointing to. The object isn't really loaded, it will return none. That's not going to work. Load. We put this last, yes. We put this last. On complete, do that. There we go. Never. I don't know anything about making games. They didn't teach that at undergrad. Are you making one? Yes, I am. So this is Unreal Engine. So this is Unreal Engine. I'm making a tower defense game. Actually, I can show you. If I click play, will this break? It might break. It's fine. Don't worry. Start, load. Nope, not that one. Select level, that one, and play. Ta-da! So this is the first level of the game that I've made. There's enemies placed along the map. That's just because I'm testing stuff. But you can place a bunch of towers, and then the towers actually already attack them. There's an electric. There's a... Oh, I need to fix that. Cannon. And there's a missile tower, which apparently has a freak out when it's over here. This, in theory, should fire. Oh, why are the range things no longer working? Because for some... Oh, because the range is so big. Right, okay. That looks so cool. Watch the arc. Goes up and then... BAM! Next one. The rain of missiles from that tower. Now I want to make that tower so that it shoots all 4 missiles at the same time, or in similar concession. Anyway, in a similar time. So yeah, that's currently what we have at the moment. I love Tim Sweeney. I think his company invented Unreal Engine. Well, it depends on how you look at it. Technically, Tim Sweeney invented Unreal Engine, I think. Is actually how it's put. He's great. Even if he does go and change the XYZ axes, and it makes me sad. But I'm a huge fan of his work. Like, the guy's just a legend. I hope to one day meet him, and unfortunately I'm not going to Unreal Fest this year in Stockholm, but maybe next year. And I've already forgotten what I was doing. But, watch them add fucking layers between the original source code and their new transforms that just convert each value all the time. They probably do that already. Funny enough, Marius, so I was playing around with UFN the other day, and you've got Unreal Engine, like the Unreal Engine launcher, like 5.6 in there or something, and they've already made the change inside that one, but they haven't done it properly in the code. So if you change the one value in the code, it affects the wrong one. So the code and the whatchamacallit, the editor don't match, and I'm like, why? It's just like rotators. Yes, exactly like rotators. X isn't X anymore. But it's worse than that. You think, okay, here's my, hold on, where is it? You look here and you're like, okay, I see in the world that this is X, Y, Z, whatever it is, and they literally named it that. You modify the Y and you see that happen in the world, you're like, fantastic. So you go to the code and you set the Y value and it affects the wrong one. And you're like, why? I don't have any spare Ethernet cables or any plugs to create one. I've got like 30 plugs in my cupboard, but it would be faster for you to just order them from Amazon. If you order them from Amazon, they'll be like next day. Actually, I have no idea where in the UK you can physically go to buy those plugs other than like Amazon. Like, best I could do is send it to you via Royal Mail first class, but it'll probably arrive on Monday because it's already 2 o'clock. Your brain is already connected to the mainframe. What do you need a plug for? Electrician shops, electrical shops carry them. Yes. Or the electrician shops carry them. I have no idea where one is. I can tell you where the 3 Korean food places are, because I go there. I got myself another 48 threads on my brain, 92 gigs of RAM. He's gonna take over, Marius. Hello, sir. I wish to semi-enter into Unreal Engine world. Any good resources? I'm a senior C++, looking just to establish Unreal Engine fundamentals. I was thinking of joining some big studio playing with Unreal 5 but feeling efficient and optimal. Is the UK in good shape? I hear worse things on YouTube. It's okay at the moment. Like, And I come from South Africa, so yes. Regarding your learning resources, I'll show you what I would highly recommend. And one of the things I'd say, even though you've got your C, you say you're a C in C++, just start with blueprints. Don't touch C++ at all. Start with blueprints, figure out how those all work together before you jump into C++. Because Unreal Engine isn't supposed to be developed one or the other. You have to use both of them together. So because you've got a good C++ side ready, focus on the blueprint side. And the one that I found really good is the one that I will find you in. Give me a minute. That is true, Sada. Thank you. Because everyone, the amount of people that I hear come in here and they're like, oh, you know, you have to use both for everything. It's like, no, you don't. There are things that are better to do in the one or the other, and that kind of comes from experience, knowing which one. I just need to find the course because I spend too much time. I'm not sure if you're looking for paid or unpaid. Both. If you've never touched Unreal Engine before, then I'd highly recommend this one. And this is specifically a blueprint only course to get you. Now, don't buy it at this price. There's sales with Udemy. I don't know what country you're in, but usually when it's on sale in the UK, it's like £12. So just wait for the sale. If you've never used them before, you'll usually get a free instant discount. This one's very good. They have another one. Caffeine. Thank you very much for the follow. Oh, Caffeinated Minds. That took me 3 working days to get there, but I eventually got there. Thank you very much for the follow. I hope you're doing well today. So yes, this one, this is how I started learning Unreal Engine. Really good. Then, what was the other one? They have a one where they then integrate C++ into it, which could be a good transition afterwards. Let me find out for you. This one. This one is very good for learning. Now that you've done blueprints, you know, you've done some blueprints, how do you start integrating C++ into that? So have a class, derive that class in a blueprint, and then expand on that functionality. Is there a trial version of your game? Not yet. I'm hoping to have that done towards the end of the year, at least have a demo so people can try it. From what I've seen, Unreal Engine is heavy on blueprints since the majority of people don't actually code. The code part is more or less extra glue or something to help get things working. It depends on the project. So it drastically depends on the project, Riley. For example, the project that I work on at work, most of the stuff is C++. Almost all of it is C++ based just because of what we do. So things that usually go in the more blueprint side is that your things like your blueprint caster. So being able to actually access, because it's the easiest way of adding like your static meshes, your animations, and all those sorts of pieces. But for us, a lot of our code actually takes place in the C++ side. But that being said, blueprints are very good for people who don't know much about coding and are trying to learn how to use the engine. But these are essentially my go-to that I would always recommend. Of course, it depends. I mean, it wouldn't be surprising if a simple game only uses blueprint no code. There are games that have been shipped on Steam that use blueprints only, and they're perfect. And that usually opens up the debate of what about, yeah, but the game would have been more optimal. It also depends on what platform you're launching for. So for example, if you're launching for PlayStation and you're hitting 60 frames per second, you're done. You don't need to optimize. That's it. Like what are you targeting? Because that's the thing. I mean, almost PC is almost worse in the sense that because there's so many such a wide variety of hardware, it almost makes it harder to target. So my strategy for that is going through, once I'm sort of trying to optimize and figure out what hardware I want, go through and see what the majority of Steam users are using and see, can I get it to run on that hardware? You're in the server now, but I disabled hyperthreading, so there are 24 cores only. Give me more performance. Nice, that sounds pretty good. I need to actually list these somewhere so people can get them. And then we need to maybe a command. So I'm thinking of that. I could do that now, couldn't I? I'm just thinking what to say. Like, what would you do, Riley? Should we do like a command C++ learning and blueprint learning as like a command? So like literally exclamation blueprint or exclamation CPP, and then I link those courses when you type it in. A command in case someone asks about the learning resources, or a long run, maybe a command to Notion page. Notion could be good. Are you going to be teaching? Me teaching? No. Before I enter the studying frenzy, do you have someone who is good, decent at making 3D models, rigging animations for you? I might abuse them as well. Well, it depends. So there's command learning. I could do that. 3D Addicts is very good. 3D Addict makes models and that kind of stuff. I've made all my models, although 3D Addict did help me. So if I show you, I made this model. Can I not select that? Like, there we go. There we go. So I made this. I painted this. 3D Addict helped me. What is the word? Unwrap it, because goddamn. An Notion page is just a suggestion in case resources grow larger than the 2 links. You have YouTube links and recommendation. True. I'm on 3D Addict, he draws me like one of the French girls. God damn it, Marius. Let me save them for now, Riley, and I will have a look at that later. But that is a good point. Let me add it to my to-do list. That is done, that is done. I know where to come when I need anything. Thanks. Thank you very much for the follow. I hope you have a fantastic day. Good luck with your learning, and let me know if you make anything cool. Oh, what was that? Thank you very much for the subscription. Holy damn. That's very kind of you. You don't need to do that, but I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. And welcome to the gang. Where is that other resource? I will make a command later that goes through you said you didn't need to do that. True. Bye, 3D Addict. See you later. Oh, take it back now. Fine, I take it back. I thought you said for some reason I read that as I'm going back now. I'm like, oh, okay. No worries, Sada. I'm guessing it's not the first time someone has asked you about this stuff, so I was thinking it might be easier that page. It is. It definitely is. It's like I get asked about it every other stream. So probably about
Where's the lamb sauce?
Every 4 to 6 streams I get asked about it. So it is a very good suggestion, Riley. So I'll make a page or a Notion page or something that I can just link and go, these are some resources. Because like I've got like a list that I have of some things that I've courses that I've used and all that kind of stuff. How often do you get asked about the location of the lamb source? Quite often. People want to know, but it's a family secret. I can't reveal it right now. You know what I mean? Perfect timing. Fine, I will posture check myself. I've lost the page. Not that page. This page. That page. Bubbles! What is that? What is that? Bongo dance. Bang boo dance. What is that? I'm currently timing my server, aka how long it takes to boot, and it's taken 3 minutes, still on boot mode. That stresses me out. God damn it. I guess I don't need the glasses. It's not like I was doing any work. I'm fairly certain every time we do this, I get slightly more blind. Get all children. What does this do? We get all the children, right? For some reason, we cast to them. I mean, technically, I can keep that exactly how it is. Actually, I can just keep that exactly how it is. So let's check if this works. So I do that, and then I go that. That should now display just one page. Wait, why are you getting children? I have something to tell you, Bubbles. My class has one child. I think it has one child. We already have a child. Yeah, but this is a different child. This is a level child. Sila's pregnant. You're the father. Surprise. No one panic, it did not work. Because I never added. Okay, it's fine. I panicked and then realized it's fine. Add. No. How do you add a child? Add child? There we go, add a child. You. Compile, save, play. You didn't tell me. Rolls reverse, boom, wrecked. And now, since I'm all-knowing, it must be true. No adding children. I have to add the children, otherwise the children don't show up. Watch. See? Select level. Look, I have 2 children. One is that, and one is empty, which is surprisingly good. But now, apparently, if I click this, and I click play, it works. Because the child is smart. So at the moment, if we look at this, right, it's a true reflection of the state. This is Tantan, working and great. This is the other child, doesn't exist. Notice how I can sit. It's really awkward. Interesting. If it's already selected, it unselects it. Okay, there's a bug with the other child. If I click play, honestly, I'm not even mad by that. It doesn't crash. It just takes me back to the main menu. I'm kind of happy with that. I can't even be mad at that. So that works. You can go there. Then how do I just yeah, we're just gonna do that. There we go. I'm a little confused as to how you could have two inside you. Nope, not that. That one can go there. That can go. Nope, just you there. You just have a random thought from your past come back, and you have this thought of you can't remember if that was a memory or a dream. These have to all be aligned. Oh, God. Hooray! I can put the lookers back on. It's like ultra high definition. The viewing thing again. Okay, so that's all fine. We need to move this because it's blocking to like the end. We'll add another one of these because what we want to do is we want to set name. How do I not have a set name? How does this even work? Level 1. I wonder if it should be the other way around. I'm wondering if we want the Rocky Mountains, the name of the level, at the top, and then underneath it, in a small little thing, the... What do we call it? The level. Okay, no, let's just leave it for now. Leave it for now. So level 1, we can use on construction, set selection. Set get set text. So this is going to be weird. So it's get, nope, not set it. Get plus. I like the new name. When are you going to change your name, Marius? When are you going to become Marius Atomic? I think it has a good ring to it, don't you? Sounds good. Nice. What would that make me? 3D Addict Atomic. First I have to eliminate bubbles. God damn. 3D Atomic. Actually, that does sound kind of cool. Unless you want to be married to multiple people. 3D Atomic for sure. It does sound cool. How do you make text? Make text? Is that it? Nope. If I do this, what happens? Value. I can remember how this works. Make text. Da, 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 da. Make string? Is make string? I think my wife would make some objections. I'm not happy with this plan. Where do I do this? Do you remember it, Marius? Do you remember how to make a string where you can use variables inside the string? I forget all the time. Yes, you do. Do you want to share it, the class? Thank you. Every time. Every single time I forget. Ah, that is so much better. Index. Thank you, Marius. So we want that, and then we want space, and then we want no problem, baby. Level. I hate that that's the wrong way around. X. V. There we go. Get string. Nope, not that one. Text. This one. And I want that, and I want level. I don't have a level. Honestly, the rudest thing I've been told today. Common UI. Add. Save. Close. Go. That goes there, so we've got a string. That goes there. And that goes there. And hooray, we're done. You can go over there. We're gonna choose to the side. You can go there. File save. So that should automatically take care of that. Does it work? Play, main menu, start, load. Nope. Select level. It does. Nice. Then we actually need the name. Ow. Which I'd rather just make available. Oh no, because of how I do it, it does it weird. It's not direct, is it? Is it direct? No, it's not. I'll just put you over there. Custom event set title. I think I spelled title wrong. Title. Oh no, I actually spelled it right. Then you want a level name. Get set text. Not what I want. Never what I want. Never ever do I want to actually set the tooltip. I don't think I've set the tooltip once in this entire game. Then that goes there, that goes there. I'm just gonna call set level name. Name. Fantastic. So now we've set the level name, we need to actually apply it, so we need to go back to you. Set level name you. Fantastic. Hey there, sorry to interrupt, but can you recommend a good Unreal Engine tutorial series? I'm searching around, I'm only finding shorts, vague videos. Sure. Are you looking for... Are you looking for paid tutorials or unpaid tutorials? And what are you wanting to learn from it? Both? Didn't someone come in? Someone literally just came in and asked us. PHBR. And you got like not similar names, but like similar. I'm like, huh? Well, it's a good thing I still have all of that open. So, as I said earlier, if you want to learn blueprints, which I'd recommend you start with Unreal Engine, there's this Udemy course, which I found really helpful. I started with this one. And then, if you are sort of happy with that, currently writing a third-person horror game, just need to hit the ground running with the great tutorial series. That one might be able to help you. I'd recommend starting with blueprints and sticking to that for a bit to get sort of familiar with how all the pieces of the engine connect together. And then if you want to dive into C++, I'd recommend this one. And he does make this in the stream too. I'll give it a go. Let me see if I have anything else for you. Like I've got that's my list of, you know, Unreal Engine based stuff. So depending on what you want, I can give you a different answer. Keep the good work, champ. Thank you very much. Good luck with your learning. Let me know if you have any questions. There's like Ari's notes, my notes, coding standards, Ben UI, which I actually think got renamed recently, multi-threading, HPC JSON, car values. Check that list onto a web page or something. I'm going to. That's literally what I'm going to do after the stream, is be like, yeah. And you'll see, like, I've broken the list up. So, like, this is all Unreal Engine specific stuff. Then there's, like, a Blender add-on that I found. Rigging. Stuff that I got from people like 3D Addict. Blender texturing, hard ops, geonodes. YouTube channels that relate to certain things. Substance Painter. Specific C++ stuff, like the cheat sheet. Translations, I don't know why I have that as a Google Doc, but anyway, helpful. Game UI, if you need to like figure out UI based stuff in your game and you need ideas and inspiration, Game UI basically just goes through all games and takes screenshots of it. So super helpful. It's not bad. With people asking, it kind of refreshes you maybe. Yes. But like, I'll make this into a nice online website for people to go to and have a look, because then it does multiple things like they might start with one thing but then come back to the list later on when they've realized that they want to have a look at something else, you know. It's just so funny that we had like 2 people ask within like half an hour. Did I ever test that my code works? Probably not. Select level. It works. Cool, fantastic. So that works. Technically, that's correct. This should just be level 2 name, I think. I think this one's literally just level 1 name. Yeah, it is. Not that one. That one. Level 2 name. Save. So does that all now? Wait, and then what I want to check is, let's say that that is multi-lane, because then we've got like all the bases covered. So play. There we go. Okay, it works. So we've got level 1, level 2, and then I can add a bunch more. Now I need to tie this into the completed list. I know then again, stuff like this keeps you on your toes. I mean, sometimes you find a solution to your problem and never revisit it again. Yes, actually, I forgot that some of the things that were on that list exist until I opened it, went through and went, oh, right, that one web page that I spent 25 minutes looking for the other day because I remembered a reference that related to it, I have listed on this page here. Seems so laggy to me. Thank God for curious learners, exactly. So let's go into, not that, this. Let's add 2 more. And we're gonna go level 3 and level 4. We're going to set this to that, and then 3. That should be 3, not 2. I didn't change the name. It did get a bit laggy for a second. It does look like it. It seems, I'm not sure why. Let's actually have a look. Hold on. We open the CPU. That's high, but we don't care. 3D is fine, encoding is fine, and RAM is fine. Like, there's no reason for why it's lagging, other than I updated NVIDIA Broadcast this morning because there was an update and it's just shit. I wrote a script to change the fan speed. What are the conditions you're using for changing the fan speed? I need to move my camera down because it looks like I'm off screen. The reason I ask Hexic is I'm looking at what I'm going to be doing for when I make my server run. Nothing. I just set. Oh, you just set it, lol. I thought you were like reading a param and then going, yeah. It's probably NVIDIA's fault. It is probably NVIDIA's fault then, which is great, you know. I'm convinced NVIDIA just, how NVIDIA works is they just ship to prod. That's all they do. They're just like, how do you guys want to handle it this week? Yeah, just ship to prod. It's fine, whatever. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, you know. IPMI tool? I've never heard of that. Because I discovered recently, Hexic, that you can, like, the PC community is just insane in the sense that I was like, can you use like the Corsair software or manipulate Corsair fans on a VM? They're like, oh yeah, easily. It's like no work at all. I was like, okay, cool. Perfect example of breaking production, yes. Because when I started, because what happens at the moment is I'll start my PC up and video broadcast just doesn't work, and I'm like, why? So then I restart NVIDIA Broadcast, and then it starts working, and it's like, okay, fine. And then it's like the camera's not working, so it's like, why? I've literally done nothing. And in order to get the camera to work, I've got to open the software, preview myself in the software, close, and then like minimize it again, and turn off the preview so the source isn't being used. Then OBS is allowed to see it after I deselect it and reselect it. It's like, this is all stuff that used to just work. I could turn all the fans off if I want. Don't. That seems like a bad idea. Passive cooling a server is never a good idea. When I can, well, I can. But if they go too slow, the IMO auto cranks him to 100. Oh lol, that's so funny. It just goes, something's wrong here. Well, I don't want to deal with that, so here, have all the fan speed. Map, no, you common term. And I want to change. Save. So this should not work. What the hell? I think I know what the problem is, but I don't want to admit what the problem is. Stockholm Syndrome with PHP. Kind of want a fan curve, but I can't figure out how to set a fan curve that wouldn't be obnoxious, and also it's not in a server environment really, so it doesn't really need that much. I mean, what you could do is if you define your set points in the curve and you define set temperature values, you could then just interpolate across the line. It can't be stopped, Hexic. I'm gonna store my variables in any programming language now with I could write a program to do this for me. I don't really care that much. I thought you were going to do that. That's what I thought you were doing. Name 1, name 2, name 3. I'm guessing what's happening is it's loading the first one. And then it's... Wait, did I set the wrong one for all of them? I'm pretty sure I didn't. I didn't, which means that it's executing in the next... Yeah, I know what the problem is. That's fine, I can fix that. Da, da, da. Map image. Can I do... It works. It's so funny that that works. You already shell scripted it. Nice. So what projects are you working on then at the moment, Marius? Are you doing work stuff with PHP again? So next, we've got all that. So now we need to actually go in. I need to make a fake function to fake completing a level, which is going to be the first level. And then, let me just think. Actually, the way to test this would be load a save. Load save. Wait, what save loads? How do we save the last saved save? I'm gonna have to set that in the config. Oh, god damn, I know where I have to do that. Making a map editor plugin for WordPress that allows me to store features on the map in a database. Right now I need some benchmark stuff there. Writing the JavaScript implementation on the map. So when you say like map features, like place points along the map, like the Google Maps thing where you can like add a bunch of bookmarks basically. Markers, circles, oh, much more advanced than that. Markers, circles, polygons, polylines, polygons. Interesting. That is pretty neat. I like that. Right now I need to benchmark some stuff too. Nice. I really need to go and order all my server stuff that I wanted to get. And then I need to message you, Hexic, for when you want to watch when I do it. I bought the arm this week to make doing that a bit easier, so hopefully it'll work fine. Watch when you do what? When I build the server, you and Seculos will like, let me know when you do it so then I can stream. Build your server not server. Yes, when I build my server not server. I didn't even realize you had spelt that wrong until you pointed out that you spelt it wrong. You're not server. That's so funny. Why is it Temptic today? I haven't seen him in a while. Now, what do we do with the server that I didn't practically need? Yes. Well, was that the one that you were going to move the bot onto? Actually, that bot's going to run this week, isn't it? Oh no, I moved it onto my Oracle. So okay, fair. I should probably make an announcement that if you go into the channels and roles and select fab assets, you get a role that's applied to you that then notifies you when free assets come out. Nice query. How do you... Should I put in announcements? I hate using the at everyone tag, which is why I never do it. Ping everybody. I hate pinging everyone. It's such... Like, when people ping everyone on a server, I'm just like, nah. That's why, like, for the stream one, I specifically have a tag that you can select if you want stream notifications. I feel like I should make purple now that I think about it. Okay, I need to stop getting distracted into that other part. Okay, so what do we need now? We need, when we, maybe we should actually make this look less like a pile of confusion. So that's actually technically working really well. Just move that all down. Click event, click event. You know what ChatGPT has been really good for? Translating my already existing knowledge of programming C++ into another language where the syntax is different. Yes, that is true. Oh, Maris. Oh, hold on. I'll be right back. I have returned. Marius, you still there?
It's sunset on Friday, I'm stuck on the highway, it's been a while. I'm late to the party, you already started the sparkling wine.
Wow.
Need to find a spark to keep me from the dark. I'm looking for a fire start tonight to light me up all around.
Bum,
Don't let me burn to the ground. I wasted time. These city lights. Still I can't get you out my mind. I need a
should probably still do this one last, because it might technically be blocking.
I'm looking for a
So we add the child, we set the name, we set multi-line, and then what we need to do next? We need to do... just make lots of space. Is map complete? And is map unlocked?
with perfume and glitter. I'm on the way.
Is map
Feels like
unlocked?
60. Your blue eyes and ripped jeans. What can I say? As long as there's a spark to keep me from the dark.
So we need to call set. Wait, what the heck? Oh, there we go. So we need to call set unlocked. Right. And we need to call... actually, this should be there. Set... render scale... is enabled. I think that's one of my ones. Nope, that's not one of my ones. That's a C++. Set map unlocked is complete. I'm doing it that way? Weird. Fair, okay. Delete that. Set is so complete. That. So what's the easiest way of doing this? I just want to have... I want to call a function and I want to get a result. I don't want to have to do anything here because this should not handle that logic. This should go, hey Mr. DJ, what's the result? And that should go, yo fum, yes, no. That's it. That's all I want. It's magic, I know, but it's very complicated magic. Oh, water is so good. I hate the fact that it's 20 to 3 here in the UK. I had lunch at like 11:30 and I'm already thinking of what's for dinner. It's just like, oh, dinner is like hours away. I mean, okay, so how are we going to do this? We need to get access to... Constructor. That is a monstrous constructor. So select level menu should, when it starts, gain access to our... I'm going to remove you. I'm going to start up here again. Technically this is build. Let's call this build widget. So we're going to go custom event, build widget, build widget. Okay. So then we can have a bit of separation for that. So then in the constructor, what do we actually want to do? We want to make sure that we've got access to our load save file. Gonna come now. Give me a second. Let me just go to top levels. Cool, I am back. I'll need to leave in 20 minutes, or about 15 minutes now. But let's see. Let's get this set up. So we'll get up the two classes. So we need to get access to our save, basically our save thing. So we've got, where's load save? Load save, load menu. Here we go. So on the here on the load menu, we've got this game instance. No, that's not the one we want. We want, is it the one we want? Where is all my save stuff at? It's in the game instance, isn't it? Master volume, game stat, unlocked towers, completed levels. Yes, the game instance is going to handle that. So in that case, we go back to this one and we go get game instance. Cast to TD game instance. Promote to a variable. Save that as TD game instance. Like that. Like that. There. So save that like that. Now, we're going to have to add two functions to this. So we can delete that there. There we go. So we get access to that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to get the game instance and we're going to say, what is the, are we using the row name? Yes, we're going to use the row name. So what are we trying to get? So is map complete? Let's create our two functions. They're both going to be bools. So bool u property pro property visible anywhere category save system, And that's not how you do that. That goes in the second line, my dude, my dude. And what we're going to do is get, so is level complete, right? That's going to be a function. Then we're going to have another one, which is going to be is level unlocked. How dare you? Bool is level unlocked. So two functions. So is level complete means that we go, so let's just return false for everything for now. Nothing has been done. Then I'm going to cheat, never do this, never use live coder for this because I changed header files, which means you really shouldn't. Huh? Oh, you've made this a private, right? Whoops. You need to be public. Oh, we want blueprint callable actually. J save. And you're complaining because was expecting that, but found that. Blueprint pure. No need to execute them in blueprints. Isn't blueprint pure blueprint only function? It just makes a node in blueprint without execution pins. Oh, right. I see what you mean. You miss C++. Do it! Do it again! You should do it. You can't make web shit in C++. Fair, but still. Oh, Maris, did you see this bullshittery? Where was it? So, I have this struct, right? And you're like, okay, cool, I have a struct. Now, the reason I had to make it a C++ struct was because I wanted to have a world soft object reference. And you're like, but why? You could just make that in blueprints. You can't. For some reason, you can't have a blueprint struct, or even like here, you just can't get world soft reference, world. What did I just do? Control Z, Control Z. Yeah, I know. It's so frustrating. you can have like a map file, but then you've got to like take the map file and you can like basically have a single layer down. I was like, no, I don't want that. I just want a single variable. I got very worked up about that. I remember reading about why. I can't remember. I'll need to find it. Like, I fixed it, so it was fine, but I was just like, really? There's usually a reason that variables not exposed in blueprints. I don't know if I hadn't noticed before, but I hadn't really noticed many that aren't. So when I came across it, I was like, huh? What? Why? I also miss playing with Unreal Engine Twitch stuff. I miss watching you do all that stuff. It was a lot of fun. And spamming your chat. Yeah, ha, ha, ha. Soon. Unlocked. There was also so much fun doing API stuff. Yes, it was. Well, if it makes you feel any better, it might make you feel worse. People in the community keep asking where you are. Where's Marius? When's Marius coming back? Your return will be legendary. Makes me feel good. Left a vacuum. You did. You fucking did. Jeez. You came in and were like, move, bitch. Make space for me. And then everyone was like, where'd he go? We want him back, man. Come back. I miss it as well. It was fun. I enjoyed it. We need to have a chat again. Holy shit. We haven't spoken in like fucking years at this point. I feel like. It has been years. See, exactly. To do in code. Okay, so this is actually all set up. I just need to do the code side, but I need to also get going, which means I need to think. There won't be a stream tomorrow. Funny reason there isn't a stream tomorrow. Tomorrow would be the 100th stream, and I need to do that next weekend because I need more time to prepare everything, which is terrifying. So I will see you next week Sunday. Unless I do something else. But yeah. I need to... Will there be a stream tomorrow? Unfortunately not, Hexic. It's Marius' stream. There will be a stream tomorrow. Oh yeah, Marius is streaming tomorrow. Remember to catch... Don't forget to catch it. Who can we rate? Is Jedem still live? He was live. Thanks for the stream, Cyreno. Thank you very much. Prismatica is live. I can go raid Prismatica. Should we go to Prismatica? I don't stream. Rude. Let's go to Prismatica. Why not? DC's doing cool stuff. Raid. Prismatica. There we go. There's your raid message if you want one. Well, thank you everybody. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. How dare you? I will see you next week Saturday for the 100th stream. If you have any ideas, let me know. But we'll basically be doing more work and just announcing the game name, which is still cool to do. But I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody. Bye for now. Bye. Bye. Server building soon. Okay, bye.